This is Red Buttons, and hoo-hoo, have I got a secret?
From Hollywood, the show that reveals all, I've Got a Secret. And now let's meet the star of I've Got a Secret, Steve Allen.
Hi, Jay. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the new I've Got a Secret. And tonight's panelists, oh, boy, are they funny people. Funny lady, Pat Carroll. Funny fella, Artie Johnson. Funny lady again, Nanette Fabray. And ridiculous, Richard Dawson. And there's a panel for you. Now, before we meet our first contestant panel, I'm going to ask you to blindfold yourselves. Not only am I going to ask it, but you're going to do it, which is something else. There they go. Okay, can't see a little thingy? Everybody's just about set. Now they're in darkness, so let's bring out our first guest. And there he is. Okay, fine. Welcome to I've Got a Secret, sir.
Thank you. I'm a little nervous.
That's quite all right. Just relax, okay?
Yes, I'm with you.
Yeah. May I ask your name? May I ask your name?
Elliot. Elliot Newtrack.
Nice to have you here, Mr. Newtrack. And what do you call home?
New York. If you want to call it that.
Elliot who?
Elliot
Newtrack.
Newtrack from New York.
Right.
Well, can you hear the panel all right, Mr. Newtrack?
I can hear him fine.
Good.
You can hit him fine?
Yes. No, if you'll whisper your secret to me now, Mr. Newtrack, we'll let the audience know what it is.
Oh, yeah, right.
I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
Well, he's just whispering.
Oh.
For those of us...
Thank you. Certainly want to say how great it is to be with Cleveland and you Shriners. It's wrong gift.
Yeah. Well, panel, the secret concerns something unique about Mr. Newtrack. We'll start the questioning with Richard Dawson.
Is the secret that the audience is gone when we take these blindfolds off, Mr. Newtrack? No, Mr. Newtrack, you sound as though you're inside of some container.
Well,
you sound as though you're a long way away.
Am I going to get a chance to answer the question? Yeah.
Go right ahead.
No, that's the secret.
As a matter of fact, I am inside, right inside something right there. Right.
Are you in a costume of some kind?
In a sense, yes.
You could have gone all night without saying that, but yeah, you could.
Is it like a costume that would have a false head to it, like a puppet's head of some kind?
No, I resent that.
Do you resemble it? That's the question.
No, you couldn't say that.
Yeah, you have to give you generally a no on that, Dickie.
Okay.
One down. You may now, Dick, without saying anything, remove your blindfold, and it's Pat's turn.
Mr. Nutrack,
Nutrack.
Newtrack, yes.
Newtrack.
well, I want to show you how crazy I am. I've been writing on this pad all this time.
Good luck.
Excuse me, Mr. Newtrack. This costume that we have now ascertained that you are wearing,
Yeah.
You sound awfully theatrical to me. Is it a costume that's connected with something you do theatrically?
Well, you might say that. You do it here, you get busted, but what the heck?
Oh, you mean it's something illegal you're wearing?
Oh, no.
You have a dance outfit of pot or something?
No, maybe you could call it a tutu, but not really, no.
A tutu. Is this...
Watch it, Steve. I ain't that way.
You please... Mr. Nutrack, is this...
Newtrack there, Newtrack.
Sorry. Forgive me,
Yeah.
Mr. Newtrack. But is this costume, then, are you wearing a lady's outfit?
I wouldn't touch that line with a fork, Pat. No.
2 down and 2 to go. Artie Johnson. Pat, you may remove your blindfold.
Does this costume have a tail to it?
We'll explain it all to you later, Pat. Just sit there. What was that, Artie? I missed you.
Does this costume have a tail?
Wait a minute, I'll see.
No. There's no tail on the costume.
No, there is no tail on a costume.
Uh-huh. And you really want to do this for a living?
There's definitely no tail on a costume.
We wanted to have a tail, but there wasn't a tailor open, so we couldn't do anything about it.
Oh.
Right down it
You
to
just gave it away, Steve. You just gave it away. Well, then,
You may remove your blindfold, Artie.
I don't want to see it.
No, that's all right. You can remove it and your brain. And now,
Hi, Artie.
Nanette Febvre.
Ah, come on, Artie. Give me a break. It ain't that funny.
You feel a fool now, Artie.
No.
Well, does he have anything on at all?
Yes.
Boy, that would be a television first, wouldn't it?
That's what I was wondering, if this was what your big secret was, if you were going to see it, you know.
No.
Nah. But you're doing great, Cupcake. Go ahead.
Have you done this before?
Yeah, you could say. Yeah, I've done it before.
You're doing it again.
Hey.
Are you in show business?
Oh, yeah, definitely is in show business. You may remove your...
Is that Lenny Weinrib's voice?
No. No. The secret, as now the whole world knows, including our panel, is that you've been talking, really communicating with an animated cartoon, which, if you think of it, is quite an amazing thing.
Just brilliant. Just brilliant.
The reason, Pat, that the name was not Nutrack is that Nutrack is cartoon spelled backwards. That was a little kind of a sneaky hint for you. This is a brilliant new technique, a really ingenious technique. It's called aniforms. Is that right, Mr. Nutrack?
No, this is a recording, Steve. Yes, no, it is. I'm sorry. It's called aniform.
Yes.
Animated form. Aniform.
Yes, and it's really brilliant.
I get the bread now, right?
Not yet, no.
Now, where is this voice, Steve? Is he back in that set? Where is
None
he?
of
No,
your
I'm in the
business.
broom closet in Bayonne, dear.
Who designed his outfit? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Well, my mother had a wild sense of humor there, right on the navel.
I want you to meet now the very clever, quick-witted young actor who is providing the voice and also providing all the movements and everything. Meet Mr. David Duran. He's back here. Thank you, Johnny. Nice to meet you, David.
Nice to meet you, Steve.
Isn't that brilliant? The name of the art form and the commercial concern again is
Aniform.
Aniform. Now we're going to show you, if we could pan down with our cameras here or take another shot, just how this is done. The basic figure, which David works as he speaks, is, as you see here, done in white. And then with this camera here, which is just over the subject, you reverse the image, do you?
You reverse the polarity of the camera so that it takes a picture negative as opposed to positive. And all the control surfaces, which are covered in the same material as the background,
Black velvet.
black velvet, then disappear. Okay? And I manipulate the figure from above, as you see here. And every time, for example, I say a syllable, I squeeze a trigger, if you'll see my thumb moving here. The rest of the...
It's like puppeteering in a way.
well,
isn't it,
comparable, yes. The man who invented it was, in fact, in fact, a puppeteer.
Can this be used? Now, this is used in concert with a team. It can be used in multiples.
It can be used in a myriad of ways that we haven't begun to even scratch the surface with.
Is the fabric of it, of the outline, is that a fabric that... So that
No,
it's
that's closed cellular foam rubber.
Oh, my gosh. Isn't that
Brilliant. I think we could do a whole half-hour show at least with this.
wonderful.
Mr. Duran, thank you so much, and the best
You're
wishes with this
marvelous.
marvelous device. Thank you so much.
Excuse me, Steve. I got a secret. We'll return in just a moment.
This program is brought to you in part by new Combat Quick Kill Formula Roach and...
I guess they just know what we like. Around here, the dressing is craft-free.
On the one hand, I'm tough, as my family can tell you. On the other hand, I have a soft side. And at last, there's the dishwashing liquid with the same split personality. New Dawn Special Care. It cuts tough grease better than other brands, yet won't remove the natural oil from your skin. So it's gentle and easy on your hands. Come come to think of it, Special Care's a lot like me. Tough when necessary, but basically a soft touch.
Introducing new Dawn Special Care. Takes grease out of your way.
And now I have every confidence they have another contestant or two for us back there. Let's see if one comes up. Nice to have you with us, sir. Would you tell the ladies and gentlemen of the panel your name?
Jim Wilson.
Jim Wilson. Do I detect some faint accent there, Mr. Wilson?
A wee bit of Scotch, maybe.
A wee bit of Scotch. And you were born where, Scotland?
I was born in Kenya.
In Kenya, in Africa. And you live now where?
Los Angeles County.
I see. Well, panel, Mr. Wilson is an equestrian instructor. He teaches people to ride horses. And his secret is obviously connected with that fact. So if you'll whisper that secret to me, Mr. Wilson, we'll share it with the rest of the world. Panel, Mr. Wilson's secret concerns the fact that he teaches horseback riding. We'll start the questioning with Artie Johnson.
You teach horseback riding? Yes. Do you teach horseback riding to people? Yes. To people? Is it, is it a specific person that you teach horseback riding to?
No.
Anyway.
A specific group of people?
No, not necessarily. What you say?
You could, in a certain sense, get a yes, but we better give you a no.
That's good. That helps, Steve. I'll give you a yes. Do you teach horseback riding in a specific place?
Yes.
Very good start, Artie. 1 down, 3 to go. Nanette?
Are you doing it right now? I don't mean at this very moment, but I mean,
These
did you
days.
just come from teaching it and whatever it is that was made them laugh so loud?
These days, generally.
These days, generally, so you just haven't done it just once. You haven't taught whatever it is you're going to teach.
And I'm sure he
You
hasn't
teach a
just...
person. You teach people.
Mm-hmm.
What we're trying to find out is what's so funny about what made them... Are you following me out there?
Stop following her.
Now, have you always taught like this?
No, not always. Not always.
Is it something funny that the people do on your horses?
No.
No, not really.
Not inherently, no. 2 down and 2 to go. Richard Dawson?
James, if I may, are you dressed when you teach people to ride horses? Do you wear clothes?
Yes.
Many clothes?
Yes?
Are the people you're teaching to ride the horses, are they clothed?
Yes.
Well, that strikes out my bareback, sir. No, I thought you maybe taught nudists how to ride horses.
That's what he does. Exactly what he does. Now, naturally, it must be explained, of course, why, although he does teach in a nudist colony, his students nevertheless are dressed. And why is that?
Well, we're situated up in Topanga Canyon at Elysium Institute.
And what is that address, Mr. Wilson?
After the show. And I teach on the trails in the state park. We
Are the horses clothed, sir?
Yes, they have the gift. Good. So we try to protect other people against things they don't want to see.
Who could those people be? Both of them.
I think a whole new game has started here. I'm standing idly by like an idiot listening to it.
I know what he's saying.
Thank you very much, and happy trails to you, Mr. Wilson.
We'll be back with our guest star, Red Buttons, right after these messages.
He never wrote a book. Of the Lamb of God. It's a gift without cost or obligation from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Vogue Eyewear by Luxottica.
Virtually everyone who applies for this Visa credit card will be approved. The time offer. Find out if you're among the thousands who will be approved for this no-risk, unsecured Visa credit card. Call our toll-free number now.
Neutrogena T-Gel Shampoo. Recommended #1 by dermatologists. It works. Works on all 3 major itchy, flaky scalp conditions. The leading dandruff shampoo doesn't. Neutrogena T-Gel Shampoo. It works.
Now let's meet tonight's guest star, Mr. Red Button. Nice to have you here, Red. Welcome to I've Got a Secret.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. It's better than hanging around a pool room. Nice to be here.
Panel Red's secret concerns something that he's going to do. Obviously involves music. And if you'll whisper the secret to me, Red, we'll let the audience know what we're talking about. Really? All right. Well, panel, as I say, it's something that Red Button is going to do. And incidentally, if you're wondering about the reason for the piano, Red is going to sing his answers. So we would appreciate, I think the least you could do is sing your question. And we'll start the questioning with Nanette Favre.
I don't want to ask a question. I just want to sing.
Be my guest, be my guest.
Now let me ask another question. Yes. Is this something that you've written that you're going to do? Yes, 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 yes. Is it something funny?
Maybe it's funny if they laugh.
I see. Oh, I see.
That's in the wrong key.
I see that Nanette sees. Very good. May I ask a question of you, Red?
Yes, you may
Would
bring your
this
question.
be a musical show that you have written and you plan to star in?
No, no, 1,000 times no.
Then why did you let me sing the question?
Because we've never heard a voice as lousy as yours.
God bless you for that. Would this particular thing you're going to do be a song or a record or maybe even two?
It's a song.
1 out of 3 is not bad. Pat Carroll, you want to take it, Cora?
All right. Red, I'd like to ask you next if the thing that you are going to sing for us right now might be connected with something you did a long time ago in your act. That was a long time that you did it in the mountains, in the night. I have done, I'd like more so to find out if it has to do with any possible time in the years that have gone by.
I'm second the motion.
I was a listener in school.
Let me answer.
This is fun. Wait a while. This isn't against me. This is against her.
It's against her.
Why would you do it against
Don't
me?
credit me with this time. It's against her.
Gentlemen of the jury.
Now, wait a while. No.
I would like to tell Pat Carroll that, yes, I did it in my act a long time ago when we were together on the Red Button Show. You're right, you're right, you're right tonight.
Artie Johnson.
Do I hear five?
Artie Johnson.
Artie.
First of all, I'm too young to remember that act. So I have to imagine what you could have done in those days before television had moving parts. So, Red, was it something I said?
No, it was from laying on the floor. You used up your time.
We're running a little bit, about 20 minutes over time. But Red's secret now, which is kind of tacked on to what we've just been doing, is that he's going to sing a song with special lyrics about you folks on the panel. and I'm going to try to accompany him here at
Can
the
we
Mighty
sing
Ding.
back? Wait a while. Yeah, good luck on your song.
No, this is his famous song, the Ho Ho song, Red's own song.
And we got some special lyrics later. That's the whole thing. Ho, 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 ho. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha. Hee, hee. Hee, hee. Strange things are happening.
You bet.
Pat Carroll as a panelist is just great. She's always talking about her weight. If she had her life to live over again, she'd say, let me live it as a small size 10. Oh, 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 oh. Strange things are happening. When Artie Johnson does his thing, it's really very interesting. He pinches girls whenever he can. He's the hero of every dirty old man. Strange things are happening. Nanette Fabray's been making folks laugh since she started in vaudeville at 3 1/2. She starred on Broadway and done much more. Not bad for a girl washed up at 4. Oh, oh. Strange things are happening. Richard Dawson's very quick with gags, ad-libs, and all that shtick. Laughing's amazed by this odd bloke, an Englishman who understands the joke. Strange things are happening.
You might be interested to know that Red's been writing, seriously, bedtime poems for his daughter Amy for the past several years, and he has just gotten a bunch of them together and made an album on the Golden Records label just for children. Red, could you recite one for us?
Yes, I'd like to very, very much. Here's one I wrote for my daughter, and I used our two pets, our two little poodles, Charlie and Lucy. Charlie and Lucy are black and white. White as morning, black as night. You can't have one without the other. You're my sister. I'm your brother. What I really mean is that there is skinny, there is fat, there is short, and there is tall. And darling daughter, that's not all. Look around and you will see that no one looks like you or me. Many things are different, dear. Live with love and not with fear. Love.
Good, Red. We'll be right back.
I've Got a Secret will continue right after these messages.
What will you find on
Now for Touched by Love. 2 cassettes, $19.98. 2 CDs, $26.98. Plus $4.95 shipping. Call now.
Well, sir, that's all the time we have. Red Button, you or I have no rhyme for this. Good night, everybody.
All I've Got a Secret contestants receive cash awards plus these gifts. For our first contestant, 20 square yards of Madison's inner circle carpeting in a swirling pattern made of Cumuloft nylon from Monsanto. Good looks for the last 3 years. Madison makes all carpets that way. For our second contestant, here's a Hurt Cosmetics from Mary Kay for your skincare, including a fascinating assortment of Mary Kay creams, lotions, glamour makeup, and men's toiletries. Our celebrity guest gets the Hamilton Beef Baconer, cooks bacon quickly, automatically, with no splatter or smoking, but has a Teflon cooking service for easy cleaning. Always reach for Hamilton Beef. This is Johnny Olson speaking for I've Got a Secret, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. program was recorded.